at least we're having a 15-over game, which we're very excited about. So, you know, the toss is not in our control. What's in our control is the way we've played our cricket in the last 2 games. And, you know, we batted first against Gujarat Lions as well here and posted a massive total. Batting has been our strength, so we'll look to do the same thing again.
And good momentum in the last couple of games.
Absolutely. The last 2 games have been outstanding. The guys have responded to the situation beautifully. You know, when it's crisis situation, you can't afford to take the foot off the pedal any ball that you face during the whole game. And that's exactly what the guys have done. The need of the hour was to, you know, get up and go on the field and show intensity. And every single person, including the bench, has done that so far. And we just need to carry that forward.
You might be out of the playoffs, Vijay, but you're playing for pride here.
Oh, definitely, yes. The boys have got a little momentum with us, and it's a brilliant ground to play the game of cricket. So obviously we're looking forward for this game, and hopefully we can play a good game of cricket.
And your team for today?
We've got 3 changes. Obviously Maxwell is out of the tournament, and we've got Bairden in for him, and Marcus Torres misses out, and Abbott for him, and we've got Kariappa in for Anurag Singh. Thanks, Virat.
And your team, Virat?
Just got 1 change. Varun Aaron's back in for Iqbal Abdullah. Rest all the same.
Have a great game, gentlemen.
Thanks, Ravi. Cheers.
Well, that's the news from the centre. It's the Kings 11 Punjab who won the toss, and they've decided to bowl first.
Just 1 change made by Royal Challengers Bangalore. Varun Aaron comes in place of Iqbal Abdullah.
The guy who actually bowled really well in the previous game, but you can understand why you would want to get a fast bowler in for a spinner. We are playing at the Chinnaswamy. Spinners go for plenty. Varun Aaron walks in. Yes, that's what they should have done. They have done.
Can you look at that batting? Top 4, you've got guys, as they mentioned, can touch 150. But for Kings 11 Punjab, Maxwell was understandable. Stoinis dropped, and they've gotten Kariappa, so they've gotten a seamer as well. Kyle Abbott comes in too.
Here we go. The atmosphere is electric. It's fantastic. Thunderstruck. Oh, that sounded big. What a great strike. Beautifully judged.
They can come in straight away and spoil a party. That's what they can do here. The atmosphere is amazing. Murali Vijay, since he's taken the reins, he's looked the man of absolute confidence. Performed well in this IPL. This a little earlier. Have a look at that. That's bucketing down, folks. Shimmering away, glistening through the lights. Inches of water, really sodden. That was just 2 hours ago. We thought it was no hope. It's coming down in droves.
Raise the roof. Virat Kohli and Chris Gayle walking out to the middle. Red flags waving because the Royal Challengers Bangalore are on the charge. Lowest score they've scored in the tournament. 151. Generally, their matches have been very high scoring. And no exception here, despite the water that has come down. His pitch was well covered. And perhaps it would aid things because the last couple of times there have been games here, the surface has been drier than normal. And it seemed to just stick in the surface. Not that it's hampered Kohli and de Villiers.
No, they've been truly magnificent. And now with Chris Gayle back in form, they look to be even more dangerous, coming into form at the right time. In the last game, Chris Gayle and Virat Kohli has been truly outstanding in this tournament. What a great year he's had. Unstoppable at the moment. I hope I'm not putting the mockers on him.
No, he's not worried about us up here, that's for sure. All he's worried about is Cherry. He's seeing it like an absolute bowling ball. It's been fabulous, hasn't he? He's been inspirational. He's inspired us all to see the game in a different way.
Happy birthday, Sandeep Sharma. 23 years old today. And his gift is to bowl on this road. time to go. He's got third man and fine leg up in the circle, deep mid-wicket and long off, men back.
Well, that was a bit of an anticlimax, wasn't it? We've waited 2.5 hours to see that. Good dot ball. Usually Chris Gayle is seeing that first one and smashing it out of the ground. He was in good nick, really good nick. Back in the business. Kolkata scoring just under 50. That's what he needed, though, to break the shackles.
Yeah, a lot depended on just the two batsmen for the Royal Challengers early in the tournament. It was Virat Kohli and AB de Villiers. Chris Gayle coming into the party in the last game. They're happy with this. He's striking the ball really well.
What I was really happy with was we got an opportunity to talk to him in the field, and he didn't hesitate and answer all the difficult questions. He had a huge smile on his face. He just looked like he was so relaxed. And that's really hard to do. When you're just a little rusty, first thing that happens is you tighten up, and there's nowhere to hide in a T20 game. You've got to be going for it straight away. I think, as a stroke player, it's the hardest game to play because the expectations are so high.
And strike rates, you can see the full length delivery. The strike rate has been 200. He's respected the good length deliveries, and the short ones have disappeared as well. Plenty of boundaries.
Bold, good delivery. Yeah, sides have worked out that he's sitting there just waiting for you to bowl full at him, and so try and starve him off that. And generally operate back of a length, might even go slightly further back than that. It's a good nut, that, from Sandeep Sharma. Unfortunately, he doesn't edge that. Underway.
We have revised playing conditions. It's not going to be a 20-over game. The shortened version might have more entertainment. So 15 overs per side. The power play will be 5 overs. Each bowler can bowl a maximum of 3 overs. With the revised playing conditions, because we lost precious time because of rain, we still have a game on hand.
Yeah, there's plenty of time. 15 overs. It's a proper game of cricket, especially in the way that this bloke's been playing. Virat Kohli has just been magnificent.
Beautifully punched away off the back foot. For 4. 5 without loss. Off. Slip in place. Third man, fine leg up. There's that man at deep mid-wicket coming into play straight away.
What a marvelous shot from Virat Kohli. It makes batting look easy, but he puts hours and hours of work in the gym and at nets as well. That's why it looks so simple when he's batting. But the amount of training this young man puts in is unbelievable. The harder you work, the luckier you get.
Of course, there's not an industry that doesn't have that kind of mantra as a part of its culture. Every successful person does exactly that. They work and work and work. But it's not just about working either. It's about working smart, about playing intelligent, about doing your research as well, knowing who to go after, when to pull back. We've seen Virat Kohli play multiple types of innings in this IPL. It just hasn't been the one pace.
And he's still got the hunger. That's the important thing. He's still a very young man.
A bold. Good reaction from the bowler. Recognised that Kohli was going after him, trying to open up the offside, and just followed him.
That's what we see with some of the young Indian boys that come into the IPL. They tend to hit at the one pace. I'm thinking of guys like Samju Samson, who we saw, you know, basically standing and trying to deliver. It doesn't always work like that. He got done and dusted there by a very good ball, but he was still able to find a way to rotate the strike, and that's key.
Yeah, he was premeditated, but he was not committed to playing the big shot. He made the adjustment at the last moment.
Will he get away with it? He will. He will. Most runs in an IPL season. 750 to Virat Kohli. Look at that, he's beaten Chris Gayle and Michael Hussey. Chris Gayle appears a couple of times on that list. Remember that year, that 2014? And Robinu Thapa was on fire with all those 40s. Played well. Banged away, one bounce and gone for 4. This is more like Chris Gayle.
Well, he's been sweating on it, feeling that first ball he faced, Mohit Sharma, he was lining him up, but this was a little straighter on that occasion. Chris Gayle was able to throw his hands through it. The ball's holding in the wicket a fraction. I think there's a bit of moisture just letting it stick in the wicket. They weren't able to get a good roll on it, so that affected his timing a little bit.
He likes playing against this opposition. 107, 71, 77, 4 and 117. Delivery. He bowls it so well. Keeper up. Oh, lucky if you're the bowler. Fine leg up, and that's worked onside and finds your fielder. Farhan Bihadeen is mic'd up and will have a little chat to us. Farhan, how are you?
For me, I'm good. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. Matthew Hayden and
Hello,
Lakshman Shiva Ramakrishnan are here with me.
Hello, Shiva.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, good, thank you. How are you guys in the commentary box?
You're pretty good. So how are you feeling the atmosphere here at the Chinnaswamy Stadium?
Yeah, it's my first go here in Bangalore. My first go at the Chinnaswamy. It's a pretty awesome venue. I've never played here before, so it's quite loud.
Your expectations?
Yeah, it's definitely a small ground. I've always seen it on TV, but I've never quite experienced it myself. Yeah, let's hope we can get some runs later on it as well.
I suppose it's very easy to go in as a bowling unit and just be worried about Virat Kohli and the likes of your fellow countrymen. But look, you also got to look at their weaknesses. If you assess their bowling as well, and what opportunities that you've got with David Miller back in form.
Definitely, you know, I think our bowling over the last few games has actually been really good, bar the last game. You know, we restricted some of the better sides. You know, we bowled Mumbai out in Vizag, so you know our bowling unit has a bit of confidence. You know, we shut down Yusuf Pathan and Andre Russell in Kolkata, so hopefully we can bowl really well tonight and then exploit their weaknesses, which has been their bowling. You know, they're a very batting heavy side. That's why we chose to bowl first tonight. Hopefully we can put their bowlers under pressure a bit later. They haven't defended well.
Fielder out there, well-placed field that. So what are the plans? And it looks pretty obvious to us what you're trying to do with that man at long off back and deep mid-wicket with fine leg and third man up. But what was discussed? Do you get into the bowling discussions?
You know, Pommy, I'm an all-rounder these days, Pommy, you know what I'm saying? I mean, even though
it's an innocent question. It's an innocent question.
Even though I bowl 115, you know what I mean? I got a few scalps under my belt. Yeah, look, it's a definite plan. Chris Gale's strength is his cow, and straight to the wicket. So,
shot, beautiful shot. He's forced that away. The length was decent enough, but Kohli using strength that time.
Look, I think we were hoping for the wicket to be a little bit more sticky. It's been under covers for about 24 hours, so I mean, we've had quite a decent start, restricting them to about 6 runs and over, so let's hope we can pick up a wicket here.
Realistically, what can you keep them down to on this ground?
Look, I think 15 overs at 10 runs and overs, 115 in 15 overs. I think 10 runs is roughly about par per over on this particular field. Like I said, I was hoping the wicket to be a little bit more sticky than what it is. It looks pretty good. They've done a good job covering the wicket. But yeah, look, AB and Kohli and Gale is probably key wickets to get. They haven't batted deep, you know, their middle to lower order hasn't batted, so hopefully we can pick up a few sticks, you know, that's the key here to getting stuck into the RCB guys.
Thanks, Fudge, and all the best.
Cheers, thanks, Plummy, thanks, guys.
Oh,
17 without loss.
So here's Gale on strike. Swings, misses. Wide signal. You can see he's edgy now. He wants to have a crack, and a real proper crack.
Good evening, Ravi. Good evening, Rameez. And you could just sense a little bit of nerves there from Carla, but there's a deep mid-wicket, there's a deep long on, and he bowled it with a lot of width.
Bang! Down the ground for 6. Chris Gale has arrived.
That's a Chris Gale special. And he hits the 6 in a very easy Caribbean way. It's a relaxed hit over the ropes. Have a look at him. So easily done. That languid flourish. And has loads of time to hit the ball down the ground. A massive strike that over long off.
More runs, consecutive 6s. This is dismissive.
Well, this is not where he wants to be bowling it. He has to bowl a lot tighter to Chris Gale. And he hasn't got anyone out on the offside. They're all in the circle, and a slower ball that is dispatched. He's in good touch now. He scored that 49 in the last game, and he's feeling good. He's in the mood.
It is so difficult for the crowds now. Who's their favorite entertainer, because this team boasts of plenty. And if Chris Gale gets going, then obviously he'll be in the top 3 bracket as well. What a start to this over.
More runs. Make that 16 off the first 3. You mentioned Isha. There'll be some nerves with Kylie Abbott. You know why?
Such an imposing character, isn't he, Chris Gale? He's such a dominant force with the bat. If you miss your line, you are going to go the distance. Full and outside the off stump. A full toss that needed to be got rid of.
Yeah, in a half hit, he did middle it, yet it was good enough. Now, Abbott needs some serious help, and his captain has walked up to him, asking him to just relax a little. Damage has been done. It's a 17-run over with 2 balls to be delivered. That's what he does to the opposition, Chris Gale. In a matter of seconds, he can change the scenario.
2 is the call. Like just settling for the single.
That's a much better line, and that's exactly where he needs to bowl to someone like Chris Gale. And the ones that were a little bit wider were right in his arc, and he was able to get his hands through it. If he's got a deep mid-wicket and a deep long on, then he has to bowl at the stumps.
As so far, it's been the AB de Villiers Virat Kohli show. But signs were there in the last game against the Kolkata Knight Riders that the big man's just about finding his touch. What a time to do it.
losing his shape a little, Virat Kohli. Just taking his injured hand off the handle. Can't be easy for him, but he's still out there challenging the opposition and leading from the front. He's at that #1 spot, leading run scorer. What an IPL for him.
Oh, sent back, directed. And he was gone. There was never a run there. Big move, this. 35 for no loss. Hard and high. Clears deep mid wicket, and it's a yes bank maximum.
Yeah, it was the toe end of the bat. Once again, Chris Gayle showing his strength and taking on a spinner straight away. He's bossing this phase of the innings, and he's been merciless. Sixes galore.
I'll tell you what though, Rameez, he's only just cleared that rope, and there is someone out there, so very close.
In the gap for 4. So runs coming thick and fast. And it's Chris Gayle who's the aggressor. 34 now from just 17.
Well, Chris Gayle against the Kings 11. His average improves by about 30 runs per game. And his strike rate goes up to 180 from 160. He likes playing this team.
Yeah, you've got to look after him, especially when his partner wants a single. He absolutely had no idea. He generally doesn't believe in rotation of strike. He doesn't know how to take a run.
But he's completely sold him down the river there because he's come down the wicket.
No, but he's got no idea, Isha. I mean, it's 4s and 6s, and why would you want to take a run? I mean, he's got a strong philosophy behind what he does, and it's working for him. And Virat has got to just manage him properly out there.
Fine shot. Really good shot, this. He's just timed this for 6.
Here we go again. 50 is up in less than 5. And they're up. The crowds are absolutely enjoying this stint from Gayle and now Kohli into the end. Such a proper strike and making it look easy. Very different to Chris Gayle when it comes to hitting a 6. But Virat does it so consistently.
Punched away for a single. You mentioned about Chris Gayle in the running between the wickets. I'm sure the conversation after that missed run out would have been, "Hey Virat, my name Chris Gayle. I don't run. I'm not AB de Villiers. I stand and I hit."
And he absolutely won't mind if he's hitting it the way he is at the moment. 3 4s, 3 6s already.
It's 53 for no loss. So here's Akshar Patel. And he's had a good IPL. He's bowled well. He's been amongst the wickets. He's bowled in different situations.
What RCB does to the opposition is that they forces them in a reactionary mode. Because they're so good and such an aggressive batting unit. And they're so relentless at you all the time that you're forced to just follow their instructions. And it must be so frustrating. It's just the class of the batting lineup.
Well, it becomes a case of damage limitation, doesn't it? If you don't get any of these players out early, you have to contain them. And at a ground like this, especially with such short boundaries, generally a good wicket to bat on, it becomes very difficult.
He's got to look for the straighter ball, the arm delivery against Gayle, because he's going to hit him like that.
Well, he took his time early on and then launched himself. with this shot, really. Consecutive sixes got him on his way. Fine shot. One bounce over. Deep extra cover.
Yeah, I mean, this is class personified. This is strength, and this is cricketing brain working and taking over the opposition. Inside out drive, over cover. How beautiful is that?
And he treats every single game the same. He talks about respecting the game.
Oh, cheeky. Premeditated, but it's come off extremely well. 63 for no loss from 6.
And that will be the Sayat Tyres strategic timeout.
Right then, live action about to begin as the Sayat Tyres strategic timeout is over. Kuriappa coming on to bowl. Chris Gayle takes a single.
That's a rare sight, the way in which he ran between the wickets. His strike rate is 176. He doesn't depend on boundaries. He's batting on 37. 3 4s and 3 6s in that.
Well, you can't call Chris Gayle a spring chicken now, can you? He's way too big for that. I'll call him maybe a spring emu. Big long legs.
Emu. Oh, here he goes again. It's a typical Virat Kohli wristy flick over covers. And it's clearly a Vitara Brezza glam shot. So good over covers. Great against spin.
It's his trademark. He's batting in a box, clears his front feet, opens the face of the bat.
And he's able to play shots like that because he can pick the bowler. Last one was the carom ball, which he picked up and put it easily away. Will Virat Kohli break the 1,000-run barrier mark at the Vivo IPL 2016? It's a high percentage saying here, 72% believe in Virat Kohli.
I'm sure he'll get a higher ranking if you ask the question of the crowds here. If you've come here to watch Virat Kohli bat, I think he'll probably get 100% nod. Oh, easy. That's a soft delivery. Gone over the rope. It's a no ball as well. It's a over waistline delivery. It's a 6, and it's going to be a free hit, as if they needed one.
Edos, I think you should forgive the spinners for bowling these type of toss. Anyway, it's disappeared.
Shiv, you should know it can be a dangerous sort of delivery, but to that man, I don't think so.
Yes, done with a lot of ease. Made full use of the free ball, free hit, great hit.
Phenomenal. Absolute brilliance from this young man. Just wish that he gets on from strength to strength. He's picked the delivery again. Seen the release of the ball, and he's hit through the line so easily.
He's got 7 stitches in his hand. Let's not forget that. Fighting it out and batting beautifully. Eyes wide open. He tries again. Abbott, none for 18 in his first over. It's a glorious drive that'll be picked up at long off.
We've got a shortened version of the game tonight. These are the revised conditions. Power play, just the 5 overs. 53 off that. Smashed it. Absolutely smashed it. Real power play effort from both these two stroke players. They're masterful at pouncing on anything loose. And Abbott was their target. They had the crosshairs on him straight away, didn't they?
It was just took Virat Kohli one big over to go past Chris Gayle in terms of strike rate.
Right, the field's been adjusted. Fine leg third man up in the ring. Well, third man has gone back. Square leg is up in the circle for Chris Gayle. Is not looking at the inner ring. Chris Gayle, I'm sure, is looking for that big boundary. It's a Yorker. That slash goes straight to the man at square cover. That's well done by Abbott. Got the man rightly positioned.
Well, it's all about Virat Kohli this IPL. Him and AB de Villiers have been absolutely incredible. But he picks spin. I don't think he can bowl spin. You just cannot. He is a mastermind player of it. Hits the ball at will to offside, in particular into out. And that was the free hit. Dangerous, giving him any sort of license. But when there's nothing to lose, Virat Kohli pounces on it.
Does the bowler necessarily need to bowl a no ball to give Virat Kohli a free hit? It looks like free hit every ball.
It's a rare dot. A lot of people in, and he's the happiest one of them all. He's the Vodafone super fan.
That kiss was for you, Rambo.
I don't think so. I absolutely disagree.
And that's the place to be. Even if it's a pleasant evening, the Vivo Hi-Fi box. The lucky winners get an opportunity. And a super place to be.
Can't believe you denied such a wonderful opportunity.
Yes. Virat Kohli. Magnificent strike once again. Plays his patent shot. The shot that he loves against Spain. Not bad against Abbott.
The speed on the last delivery was 134. I wonder what the speed off the bat was. Breathtaking shot.
I suppose the thing is, even though it was crossed the seam, its wicket is a very good one, isn't it? Huge scores here, all IPL. Well above the average in terms of the venue. Size of ground obviously playing an impact on that.
Well, he wanted to and then stopped midway through because he saw Chris Gayle not interested at all.
The last boundary. Let's look at the speed off the bat. 133. So it goes as quick as it comes.
Great use of the feet. Great cricketing shot. Gave himself a bit of room, and so he came down the pitch in a straight line so that he could free his arm and bat through the offside.
I'm fascinated by that, Shiv. I would have thought it would have come off much quicker. Off bat, that is.
Chris Gayle hammers one into the fence. And it's another good over for RCB. Gayle nearing a 50. Kohli on 49. It's 93 without a wicket. That's a good start. You need that against Virat Kohli. He doesn't allow you to get into any kind of groove. And he's so good in using the box. Went back, goes back, takes a run, gets a 50. It's that man again. He's at it again. Virat Kohli with another breathtaking 50. So what's new? He's been in great form, to say the least. What a player. What an entertainer he's become.
Just 28 balls. It's Virat Kohli's fastest 50 of this IPL. He's getting better. He's getting better through this IPL. You just wonder just exactly how you could do that in such great form that he is. I love this. Pointing straight towards his teammates. Some of those youngsters in there, guys like Safraz, that'll be learning, just absorbing all of the information.
This is the best opening partnership for Royal Challengers Bangalore this season. And what a time to come. Got runs in the last game, Chris Gayle. That's the 50 moment, just a single taken. And splendid half century once again. Now high quality from Virat Kohli. Most valuable player. Plenty of stars in that list. Virat Kohli just getting past AB de Villiers with a few sixes here. 3 sixes and 6 fours. All of them have points.
Yes, clears the fence once again with utmost of ease and comfort. Oh, it's going to be a Gale show, and he's on 49 and is looking deadly dangerous.
Well, we've seen gale force winds this evening. Rain's tumbling through the clouds. But look at this. You can feel the breeze off that bat. This ground is just nowhere near big enough for Chris Gayle. That brings up the 100.
Who's saying that? Matthew Hayden.
Oh, it's a wide one. That's the 3rd wide in the over. And that's the kind of pressure we're talking about. When you're being under the pump, then you try to find a way to get out of the tough situation, and you do that. It's wide of the bat's range, but nothing will stop Chris Gayle. 6 and a 50. And a lot of fun describing this, watching this. And he's a champion. Master strike from Chris Gayle, and it's 1-1 without a wicket. Gale's got a 50.
So Karyappa continuing. That's best timed.
Well, I think this will be signalled to 6. We're going to take a look at it. And we're going for a free charge bolt moment, but unfortunately it wasn't to be. Conferring in the middle. I'll tell you what, we have seen some glorious hitting once again here at Bengaluru. 50s for Gayle and Kohli, Behardine, the man running round on the boundary.
Fair delivery, thank you.
Yeah, quite clearly landing on the rope there, so it should be signalled to 6.
Yeah, thank you. I've made my decision.
He'll be so disappointed with himself as well, Behardine. These guys practice this sort of thing day in, day out. And that's something that usually you find your boundary riders, they're able to pick it up and get it back into the field of play without stepping onto the rope.
Well, I don't think he'd be too hard on himself there, because it's such a small ground. On bigger grounds, that ball's coming at a lower trajectory, but even though he mishit this Virat Kohli, it's coming so high and so flat, I don't think he could have had a chance to get it.
Well, this is something he's been doing a lot of recently, the old reverse. We've got a short third in there and a backward point. And that will be another huge 6. This is brilliant stuff from Virat Kohli. His 5th 6 of the evening.
Just goes to show how good a track this is. You can hit through the line. The number of straight 6s hit today by both Virat Kohli as well as Chris Gayle. Clear suggestion of that.
Oh, that's got to be another one. Yes, it will be. The sound off the bat was so good.
No holes barred. They're absolutely got no fear whatsoever. Virat Kohli in this IPL, the highest run scorer of all time in any IPL, is batting with supreme confidence.
A dot to finish then in what has been carnage here at Bengaluru. 18 runs coming from that over. It's 129 for no loss.
Big Buzz.
Well, it's interesting to see that average score, that projected score, 10 and over, 177. Average score IPL 2016 on this ground, 199.
Pumped again. is belligerent stuff from Chris Gayle.
Well, both batsmen have hit 6 sixes apiece. Very little you can do. And a spare of thought for the crowd that has waited through the rain. This is the last game of the season and they've got the big boy. Chris Gayle firing along with Virat Kohli. 12 sixes already in this innings.
So you say that they've got to go at 10 runs and over here easily, so well and truly in front of any kind of expected run rate.
And again, this is not a highlights package. This is another 6. 2 sixes in a row in this over. And Chris Gayle continues to lace the ball all around the park.
Well, you won't often hear me saying this, but I'm almost feeling sorry for Patel here. Look at this. Mighty blow. In the outfield. Chris Gayle making no mistake.
Well, you might be thinking, what can he do? If he bowls length, he'll disappear. I think his best chance is to go for his toes, literally. Tuck him up, full into middle and leg. That's his best bet, and if he doesn't get it right, he'll fetch. That's the problem.
Oh, once again, the crowd are being seriously entertained here tonight. He's putting on such a good show, Chris Gayle, and he's on for that 100. He wants it.
My favourite Indian expression, what to do? What is he going to do? That's the whole point. How is he going to counteract this? You can't just grimace. You've got to have a plan.
And that's where someone should go and speak to him. Just slow it down. Try and tell him, aim at the feet. Aim at the feet. Try and be full there. You can still go for 6, but at least try something different.
Oh, it could be out. Yes, it will be. Recharge fault moment for the Kings 11 Punjab. Chris Gayle was on fire tonight. He's gone for 73, just trying to launch it down the ground. At this stage, he was trying to go after everything. And this time, he couldn't quite get under it. Safe hands from David Miller.
So Gayle departs for 73, 147 for 1.
After we've just witnessed some glorious striking from Chris Gayle. He was very dismissive in his approach. Oh, bang. Bang, bang, bang. Virat Kohli just continues on his merry way.
Just have a listen to the sound off the bat here. Supreme timing, right out of the middle. It was almost a chip that came off that ball. Comes off absolutely, completely out of the middle.
Short ball. And we'll get that away just for a single. Chris Gayle back to its very fine best, pumping it all around and finding the gap beautifully. He got rid of the loose deliveries, launched into the spinners, and he was a champion. But it all came to an end when he hit it straight down the throat of David Miller. Appreciation from the crowd. They've got to witness a Chris Gayle on song. A man that knows AB de Villiers pretty well, Kyle Abbott. Shorter delivery. The Maruti Suzuki Vitara Brezza. Bold, glamorous, sparkly.
That's a great word. That's a really top description, that.
Oh, no. AB de Villiers. A rare misfire. He goes for 0, and it's Carl Abbott, his South African teammate, who gets the wicket.
Well, it's a really smart bit of bowling. He was backing away to the offside, to the leg side, sorry, gave him heaps of room. He just dragged it on. De Villiers has got to go for naught. It's 154 for 2.
And that's the end of Satak's strategic timeout. So 154 for 2 inside 12 overs. KL Rahul to face. Wide delivery they'll get through for.
Well, that highlights package was just about every ball, it seemed. There's so many balls that had gone for 4 or 6. This is the last ball, of course, before the Satak's strategic timeout. Dragged it on. He was backing away. Smart piece of bowling from Abbott. Rolled his fingers across it. And got the desired result. Yes, little apology.
Oh, he's reached for that one. And it might well find the boundary. Yes, it does.
Kohli, trademark, using his hands magnificently, doesn't he, through the offside.
So good delivery in the end, I would suppose, for Kyle Abbott to only allow it to go for a single. 14 runs from it. It's 161 for 2. Oh no, it's a no ball. It will not be the last ball of the over.
Gee, they're keeping us on our toes up here tonight. A really late call, no ball. Oh dear. Seen a few of these tonight. This one though,
well, he's not happy at all.
There was a no ball for height. So he must have bowled another one in the over. And he gets punished. The extra delivery, and it goes for 4. So that is the end of the over now. It's 161 for 2.
Just the 3 overs to go. Here's Mohit Sharma. He goes to Virat Kohli, who's on 81. Full toss, punched away, and it's gone for 4. Raining boundaries and 6s.
And he's now 85. This man is incredible. You know, you've got to admire the consistency, but also the style and the way he gets those runs and his commitment to the game. He respects them, respects the game, respects the opposition, and it just has been a phenomenal season for him.
He simply is awe-inspiring.
Too short this time, and put away once again. 4 more runs. They've got no answers. Unsure exactly where to bowl, because whatever they bowl is going up to the fence.
Half tracker, take that. Getting it to the left side of the body, fine leg inside the ring. There was a man at deep square leg. So he is finding his spots to perfection. Virat Kohli on fire.
Yeah, picks up the variation so quickly. And that's been the other great thing about Virat Kohli. His angles, his precision-driven shots. And he neutralizes the variation. Always looking for runs, always looking for gaps. Right, nearing a double 100. 12 and over will give them 206.
This is ridiculous. Under 15 overs and get 200. There he goes again. Some finesse. 3 in a row.
Yeah, I mean, the range is immense. We've been talking about how good his angles have been. But hitting a 4 off a Yorker length and then finding the gap, which was acute, there's nothing there. There were 3 men in that area to guard a boundary, yet they couldn't do anything about it. Just the class of the man.
This is unreal. He's a superhuman. Actually quite privileged to be here. So is everybody in the stadium.
Bold. That's a win. It's a win on 2 counts. As you look at the boundaries, 3 of them in the over, full toss, then decides to try and pull the length back, slower bouncer. It's not straight enough. They're not good balls. That last one, he'll look at it and say, well, I've been unlucky to go away for 4, but the other 2 that start the over off are not good deliveries at all.
3 boundaries and 3 different lengths. Doesn't make a difference. The length doesn't make a difference to him.
Yeah, not well directed though, those first 2. I say it's a win. It's a win on 2 counts. 1, it's not gone to the fence, but 2, you get the other batsman on strike. You don't want to be bowling at the guy who's 94 from 43. Starve him off the strike. Bold.
Guys, we're talking about a 12 and over, getting them to 206. At the current rate, they'll get 210.
Just an incredible pace that they've set. And it's once again a house full. And I'm sure most of them have come to watch Virat bat. And he's not disappointed in them. Another 100 just round the corner, 94 from just 43.
They've done well to stay. I'll be happy that they did now. He's looking for that gap again. Got it at the start of the over. Not this time. It's just a single. You keep the strike though. So going below the rate. Sandeep Sharma has been brilliant. None for 11. Here he is. And that's a good start. They're thinking too. Rahul's running for Kohli. They're back.
Been some mind-blowing batting here, but there's been some fair play award as well. Virat Kohli picking the field in the deep will get an easy 2. He's got a partner who's fresh at the crease as well. We've seen one instance of fair play as well.
Another couple. It's imminent. He's 1 away now. There's Carl Abbott to AB de Villiers. Goes wide. And look at that. Sorry for spoiling your party. I guess that's fair play. A fair play award. Royal Challengers Bangalore right at the top. Kings 11 Punjab will have earned some points there.
Yeah, on a lighter note, fair play relief award. 185 for 2. Virat on 99.
Beautifully played that, and away for 4 to bring up a 400 in 2016 in 2020 cricket. He's been just unbelievable, outstanding. The consistency is unfathomable.
I like that gesture from Virat Kohli because he says that he's beaten the injury. He's beaten the odds. And he's played for the side and he's gone up 100. Under trying physical conditions and circumstances, is once again shown that if you are mentally tough, you can win over any situation. That's just a magnificent way to get to your 100. A typical Virat flick. Just letting them know that no obstacle should stop them from performing. And he's a great example of that.
He simply takes your breath away. Unbelievable stuff, this. Right through the season. Breathtaking innings once again from the captain.
Bang! And out the ground. Fantastic hit.
He's absolutely unstoppable. And you've got to feel for the bowlers. Because he makes you pay. If you bowl a full toss, you've got no chance, no hope. In position early, went deep, used the crease and whacked it for a mighty 6, 93 meters. It is an achievement.
Oh, that'll go for 4 as well. He's hit that so hard all along the ground.
That's a scorcher. We had a couple of hours of heavy rain, and look at how the ball travels to the boundary so quickly. The best in the business, the stamp of authority, and look at that, holds the post.
Yeah, I mean, went back, hit a 6, used the crease. This time he was out of the crease, hitting it straight. I mean, the range is fabulous. Just an artist at work.
He's mishit it. Miller takes the catch, and a quite magnificent show comes to an end. Virat Kohli had no hundreds in 2020 cricket coming into this season. He's now got 4.
Well, he always earns the respect of the crowds, but this time he'll earn a lot of respect from the dugout because he was injured, had 8 stitches in his webbing, yet he wanted to play, and boy, did he play. Another scintillating, scorching, brilliant, dazzling 100. And for once he mistimed it, but he was getting tired also, I guess. And he gets congratulated by one and all. He's a real superstar. Superhuman effort from one of the world's best, Virat Kohli. 113 from just 50 deliveries. Unbelievable. 199 for the loss of 3.
Go in this truncated match. 15 overs aside. Watson at the non-striker's end as Mohit Sharma bowls the final one. Oh, well done. Had to make contact. 200 comes up.
He's special talent to this young man. As he progresses further in his career, you'll hear a lot more about KL Rahul. Great improvisation. It's a good delivery. Looking for the block hole. And if he misses that, he was a corner. But very well executed in the end.
Yeah, he's in great company of the likes of Chris Gayle and Virat Kohli and AB de Villiers, and he's improved. His improvisation has improved. He's got a lot of self-belief. He's become a better T20 batsman in the last couple of weeks. And he's been used judiciously as well. And he's evolved his role from an opener to a middle order, and he's not failed as captain.
It'll skim off, it'll just be a single. I don't know if I could use the same sentiments for Virat Kohli to say he's become a better 2020 batsman. It just seems he's unlocked something. He's always been consistent, always been an outstanding player, one of the very best. This is him getting dismissed. His hundreds, 63 balls, 56 balls, 53 balls, 47 balls. They've got quicker and quicker. And it just seems, well, the gates are open and it's just flooding through.
Who's he playing against next? And when is it?
Yeah, I mean, he's adding to his brilliance. He was huge talent. You knew that he'd be a great success. It's just that he's been so good with his variety of shots. The last time Shane Watson was out there, he was out first ball in a similar situation. Last ball of the innings, he was dismissed for not. He's still on not. And it's pretty much the same scenario. Just 3 balls left. Will he get off the mark?
It's after the Lord Mayor's show, isn't it?
What did we guys talk about the average score here in a 20 over game?
199. Good strike. Just the one. Enjoy some of this. That was just his first ball. Oh, just have a look then. Such a crisp shot. Brilliant shot. A difficult shot to play, made easy. Made to look easy.
Yeah, I mean,
it's the same for all the rest.
Absolutely, Poms. And he had a shot for every length. Picked up the variations so early. Another mighty effort, another great knock.
So 50 balls for Virat Kohli, just 15 dot balls.
Swatted, they'll get to. The only other man to score 400s in a calendar year. You probably guessed it. He batted with him, Chris Gayle, and that was in 2011. From 2003 to 2011, there were 115 hundreds in 2020 cricket. They were rare to come by. So Gayle was outstanding. He really was showing the way. Since 2012 to now, they've been 164. So in half the time, scored so many more, just players in general. And as I say, this man, he's just unlocked it. Final delivery. Oh, nice. And it's gone for 6-2. We'll check it. We'll go and check it because it might well have just bounced inside, but looked like it hit the rope on the full. An outstanding effort by Royal Challengers Bangalore.
Well, those expressions of the fielding side suggest that probably have been bedded out of this contest. And only RCB have got the strength and the quality really to achieve that. It's a boundary of the last ball, reverse flick by Rahul. And well, he had only 6 balls to show how.